Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for another UEFA Champions League watch-along, the second leg this week. Starting off with the main event, obviously, as you can see by the title, PSG versus Bayern Munich. 3-2 up PSG are on over. It's 3 away goals, so Bayern Munich have to go for it. They've got no Lewandowski either. He's back home, still resting from his injury. So it's all to do. I mean, it's literally PSG's to lose. It's in their hands, really, with that advantage, basically. And the advantage of 3 away goals as well. We also will be keeping an eye on Chelsea versus Porto as well. We just kicked off as well, literally 23 seconds in. So, yeah. I'm good now. I can breathe. And yeah, there you go. There's your scoreboard as well. And the Aquabook score on as well. Change that hopefully as well. We won't get the first semi-final fully set in place either way, because even though we know the draw, all the teams have been mixed up, so it doesn't basically. We know one semi-final already. It's literally all mixed up. So yeah, get the words out today. Oh no! Oh, Sane won the ball a bit. For some reason, got done for a foul. Okay, if you say so. Mbappe is the captain, so no Marquinhos, one of the goal scorers from the first leg. Anything you want to talk about this game, or literally Arsenal related as well, do put in the comments and I'll put them up on the screen. And we'll chat away as well. Because this game could be a dead game as well. It could be a dead 0-0. Oh, God. I hope not. Doubt it will. But also, literally, I'm basing this now off what I've seen for the last round of games, the first leg of games, the first 4 games basically. And in my opinion, as it stands, could change. Whoever wins this tie will go and join the Champions League. Man City aren't ready yet, no matter what anyone says, especially the bookies. Chelsea are just too weak anyway. They might have the pedigree of having won one already in recent times, but they're not ready yet as a whole. And Madrid are too inconsistent, and Liverpool, even if Liverpool pull it off. Oh, PSG in the chat, Mbappe. Tried going it alone. And he skewed it wide, basically, across the face of the goal. Again, Bayern Munich looking very vulnerable, like they did last week, whenever PSG attack. But yeah, I was saying, Liverpool were just, again, Madrid and Liverpool are basically both inconsistent. Can't rely on them. And the reason I say it was this game, because from PSG's perspective, they've got Potter, he's going to point to prove to Tottenham and Daniel Levy. Plus, the players that were there last season for PSG will want to, how can I put it, stick it to Bayern Munich and the rest of Europe and UEFA itself and go that one step further. And football in general, really, because it is a sort of a race between them and Man City to be who's going to be the first oil money run club, basically, to win a Champions League title. When I say oil money, it's also a country run clubs, respectively. Can't put the game on the screen because I'll get done for copyright, not just on Facebook, on YouTube as well, and I will lose my channel. And UEFA will actually come after me. They did it last Thursday. They'll do it again. So yeah, I can't do that. Sorry. I'm not sure what I have to. I can't do. They're not allowed. They're in the rules. But if you want to watch the game along with myself, again, go on HESGoal.com. And all, literally, everything that's live now, sporting-wise, is on there, and this will be top of the list. Oh, no. No, Naby's not even playing today, is he? I'm making the attack now. Gospel in Coleman. Too heavy to retrieve it and cross it back in, basically. If he can. Tries to pass it. Albert. Oh, no, Davies, sorry. PSG squeezing Bayern Munich backwards again, so literally it's all back in the centre circle. But Bayern Munich famine. Fair enough. Oh dear. But no, from it, yeah, as you can tell on regulars of the channel and on YouTube as well, on Facebook as well, I have had a haircut since you last saw me on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Nice fresh trim. 4.5 months in the waiting, but okay. Here we go again. PSG. Ooh, unlucky Neymar. Free kick PSG. Neymar's been brought down. He's going to roll around and make most of it. Of course he is. Of course he's going to make the most of it. Why wouldn't he? He's got the free kick for crying out now, but no, let's make the most of it. Ooh, 5 minutes. Trying to appeal for a pen. Ain't gonna get it. And your friend's going for a walk, I think. I don't even know if you can hear me or not. Oh, it's over there. Of course it's over there. Dear. Can you let me know in the comments if you can still hear me? Please. Because my mic just decided to disconnect. And sometimes it does that. Even though I reconnected my end, it says it does. Sometimes you can't hear me, basically. It's going to be awkward otherwise. Oh, no, that's someone's not happy. But literally, I cannot show the game. I'm sorry, I can't. It's very much illegal, thanks to UEFA. I'll be right back. I'm back. Hopefully it works. Hopefully that works now. No problems now. Hopefully, touch wood. Oh, it's easy. No one there chasing. No, Lowski there to tap that in. Made it easy for Navas. Nice, easy catch for Navas. Oh dear. Boateng get in the way of that. Oh, no. Mbappe's now got it now. Oh, he's got in now. He's going to go. Here we go. Oh, unlucky. Oh, look at it. Oh, I did. No, I missed that. So I've gone up for offside though. In the aftermath of it all. Neymar, that's guilty has a chance to get not just an early lead in this game, but a 2-goal cushion in the tie, basically. Nope, put 1 foot in that semi-final. 1 huge foot as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, you're watching some over on Facebook, don't forget to smash the like button. Do come over on YouTube as well. Smash the like button. Do subscribe and share the content around. Not yet. I haven't. No, I've been run rugged today, basically. But after this, I'll be watching it after this. After this stream's all sorted, I'll be able. That's one of the things I'm going to be watching personally. Also, Brown, we were discussing the other day about the likes things, the like situation. Turns out there's a glitch in YouTube. That's the reason why things have been messed up there. So basically, if you have put a like, Brown, come back tomorrow, make sure it's still here, because YouTube have had some glitch apparently in YouTube. I've had a notification come through from YouTube itself saying they're aware of this situation. There's a glitch in the system. Basically, likes have been taken away from everyone. They're looking to rectify it, blah, 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 and all that crap. So also check your channel out as well whenever you put something up there. Until I tell you different or you hear different, do keep an eye out for that on your channel as well. Oh. Also, Barry, have you done any bets today for this game, for these two games, or you playing it safe and not actually doing it this week? Oh dear. The Cardiff playing tonight tomorrow, but as well. Oh dear, God, this game. Oh, someone's setting off fireworks in Paddy. And clears the ball. Oh my days. Oh my days, right. This game's a bit of a so far. 12 minutes in, still 0-0, 3-2 aggregate to Paris Saint-Germain and Potts' blue, red and white army. Oh shit, we call it that. It just seems PSG's tactic tonight so far, 12 minutes in, 13 minutes in, is literally just get the ball and hoof it to one of the forward three and hope for the best. Something they wasn't doing last week, which is bizarre. Super mode 10 for Stoke City striker. The Stoke City striker that got part of the team that got relegated as well. Yeah. And he since then gone on to play for Bayern Munich and PSG. Fucking hell. He's a Champions League winner now, yeah? Is that no, not yet. He could be this season the Champions League winner. He's Vard's up, Champions League winner up, so. Oh my eyes. Bloody hell. Oh, there's got to be a free kick. No, play on. But then they just sort of halt and play to the side there. There's Walter Davis down the wing. Doesn't do the overlap. It's just stuck in midfield. Bayern Munich don't have a clue how to get through PSG at the moment. Not saying that. No, Triple Motion fucked it up. Just when they had a chance, he fucked it up. Ronnie, you still there? I did ask a question. I don't know if you stayed put or not. Oh dear. By the way, we'll be doing tomorrow, Watchalong wise. Main event. Oh, I've got shoes on there, actually, haven't I? Main event for tomorrow will be Man City versus Dortmund. Because because I think Madrid Liverpool's dead. The game's dead now. Madrid are winning 3-1 as it stands. Yeah, people go, "Is Anfield a European night?" There's literally got no fans there, no support, no atmosphere, no nothing to get them through that. And they've only just won their first game at home in all competitions for nearly 2 months. Liverpool. And I just think that game's dead. Whereas the Dortmund versus Man City games, there's something to play for. It's 2-1 Man City in aggregate, but Dortmund have the away goal. So there's something there to fight for. It gives a bit more excitement, more drama to the game. Plus it's Haaland as well. See if Haaland can step up this week, because he didn't really do anything last week against City. But also Jude Bellingham as well. Jadon Sancho, basically, if he's available or not. And yeah, nicely meant the big guns of Man City. And will Pep Guardiola finally tactically not bottle it against, with all due respect, a lesser team? That wasn't a foul team. Really, Di Maria? Angel, come on. Get up, you soppy sod. I don't think much leaves right home about the moment this game. PSG, as I said, are literally just getting the ball, be a defensive player or midfield player, and just humping it forward, trying to do it over the top through ball, basically, to Neymar, Mbappe, or Di Maria, and hoping for the best. If he gets them, hope for the best, basically. There's Icardi and Marquinhos up in the stands and available for this evening's game. Is he actually holding his knee? He didn't get touched. He really didn't get touched. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. See if anyone's talked about this on Twitter so far. Excuse me. No, nothing's been said on Twitter. Apart from John Short, literally about 8 minutes ago, saying Mbappe's turning the Pavard inside out, which he did. But yeah, nothing really to write home about, even on social media, about this game or the Chelsea game. Which is still 0-0, which I do believe. I think Bernie left me after I said I hadn't watched his video yet. I did say, I don't know if you actually watched or heard. He continued to say, actually, I'm going to be watching it after this stream. Just haven't got around to it yet. Actually, I've been genuinely busy today and yesterday. Sky Sports. And Bummy on the attack, down the left. There we go. Done it. Poor touch there. Oh. And PSG now in the counter attack. Neymar to Mbappe. Mbappe's now down the left. Back to him, mate. Oh, no, D'Amelia. Neymar, so I say he got shot the ball, but he basically got blocked off and made sure they didn't get through. Game continues. You know. Front feed teaming up there, but almost just overdoing it though in that last pass before the Neuer collected it up. Some scores in and around Europe and the leagues. That'd be. Let's have a look. Ipswich are losing to AFC Wimbledon. Fucking hell. 3-1. Go on, AFC. Sorry, Alex. Jeez. Okay, QPR winning 1-0 or 1-1-0, one of the two. Lincoln are beating MK Dons 3-0. Okay, now. Yeah, Chelsea still 0-0 by the way in their game, but 2-0, they're winning 2-0 anyway, so they'll have to be dipped out tonight. Swansea won away to Sheffield Wednesday 2-0. Bournemouth won 2-1 in the end against Huddersfield Town. As I said, QPR winning away to Rotherham. All the away teams doing well in the Championship this evening. Pompey finished 0-0 against Crewe. Wigan actually beat Sunderland. 2-1. And yeah, the game's still going. Yeah, Ipswich is still playing, but they're losing 3-0. Fuck yeah, now. Do they ever want to come back to a Championship in Premier League level? Because this is ridiculous. Why sack one crap manager for another crap manager? I don't know. Blackpool still 0-0. Burton winning 1-0 against Doncaster Rovers. And yeah, pretty much that's it really. In terms of games that anyone want to know about anyway. Yeah, fair enough. So when I got you on the TV and I got a message in the chat. Oh, that's cool. No worries. That's cool. Just thought you just disappeared off the face. Yeah. Surprised I haven't seen any of the other guys come into the chat yet. That usually the regulars. Listen, they've all asked me, "Are you doing Champions League watching next week? What games are you doing? This, that, and the other." Okay, I'll be there. Even though YouTube just sort of gets sent notifications, that's going to piss me off even more. With the thing with the glitch that's going off. Oh, by Munich on the attack. You buggered it up. It was easy to defend. No, as I was saying, with the YouTube glitch that's going around with the likes, dislikes, taking away likes and dislikes, this, that, and the other. If adding to the equation that I'm sorting the wound, that they're not sending notifications out now, there's another glitch, I'll be fucking livid. I mean, technically, it won't surprise me with YouTube. Just as I'm starting to get myself my numbers back on board and providing more content and obviously putting ideas, getting things in place with podcasts as well, etc. More consistent wise. This happens. Of course it does. What really annoyed me yesterday, though, to the point where I did put a tweet out and they got a generic message back, as I said earlier, from them. But basically, yeah, I uploaded the highlights of Sunday's Watchalong onto the channel yesterday. So it did in terms of likes, it was doing pretty well. 21 it got up to. And then suddenly it dropped to 1. This was it. Fuck you. That's hence I just snapped. I was like, fuck this. I thought, on behalf of YouTube in general, I was like, what the fuck? We grafted our asses off. We put everything into putting this content out there, and we're getting done over now. We're genuinely getting screwed over. What the fuck? The thing is, what's more concerning is they haven't said how they're going to rectify it. Are they going to fix the glitch, sort the glitch out first, and then somehow get the likes, everyone's likes back? Because that's impossible. Or they're just going to fix the glitch and hope it doesn't happen again, and pretend this hasn't happened. Because that would piss me off even more, but they're going to. It's YouTube. They do that anyway, especially to the smaller YouTubers like myself and all that. Big up us as well. Good evening. When it's not even Arsenal playing, you can say evening. When it's not Arsenal playing, bloody hell. When it's Arsenal playing, fair enough. Knock yourself out. Give away all the evenings in the world. Oh dear. Big up Hola señora Ian. Oh, so near the shot from outside the box. Just didn't bend quick enough. Yeah, just didn't bend quick enough. Bent a bit quicker, that'd be game on basically. 3-all and I got 1-0, but obviously still PSG with the advantage. Hope you keeping well anyway, mate. And how you doing? Are you looking forward to Thursday, by the way? Because I bloody went late. Until I see that lineup, I'm not getting excited. The nerves are going to be on fucking something, another level, basically. Exactly, that's true. I'll give you that. Since Unai sacking, you have become unique on YouTube. You're the only person that ever does that now. Oh dear. You may as well just call your channel not Arsenal Central, just called it Good Evening instead. Who's that? Oh, Bummy with another chance on the edge of the box. Dragged it wide though, basically. Yeah. Kimmich with the shot. Let's have a look at this skills. Scores. It's still 0-0 at the bridge. Oh dear. My phone's now buzzing over there, by the way, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, PSG, Mbappe, is he going to finish this dinner for once? No. Yep. He tried to do the unselfish thing, put a square to Neymar. Neymar took further hit the box and he gave Neuer enough chance to get across and block the shot, basically. Is that for PSG corner? Took a quick corner. Oh, here we go. Oh, can I finish your dinner? No, he's fucking overhugs it again. Come on. Want some goals today. I'm not being greedy. I just want some goals. Get there. Oh, just okay, getting the ball out from the midfield quickly. In the attacking third. Now Di Maria down the left. Stops. Oh, cuts it in Neymar. Oh, he takes too long. Holds on to it, but he's still got it. Looking for the foul, really. Oh. Seen that? I've seen him given. He's asking for the pen. The corner's been given to PSG, but he's asking for the pen Neymar. But he was looking for the foul because he sort of stopped and that's not that. Looking at it close up, as I just seen that wasn't a pen. It was more of a foul on the fucking defender than anything. They're actually checking it. No way. What's going on? Is it a goal kick? The goal kick's been given instead. Reverse. VAR got involved and reversed it. Bloody hell. I say, don't give him a penny for that. He fouled them. Now by Munich on the attack. So they do it. Again, Lewandowski isn't playing for you guys tonight. Stop doing Lewandowski crosses to him when he's not fucking there. You're making it easier for PSG to defend. Oh, okay. Well, easy because Lewandowski's not there. Russ, by the way, Russ, I think you're still there. Have you had your new trim yet? Since yesterday, since everything, not everything. A few things started opening yesterday. One of them being barbers and hairdressers and all that malarkey. Because as you can tell, I did. First down there yesterday morning, weren't messing about. Up nice and early, got my coffee down my throat and jumped in the shower, got dressed and down I went. Ready for when it first opened. Ooh. He ever hit that? Ah, he's never hit it. Has he kept? Yeah. Massively overhit. Yeah, Neymar was looking for the foul, and then he technically fouls to the Hernandez there, and demands a penalty. And then got given a corner. He got taken off PSG because obviously he fouled that the defender. But actually, VAR, UEFA did the right thing there. Can you imagine that? Could be worse. Could be Premier League fucking VAR. Jesus Christ. Got away with one last night in the end. Due to West Brom not dropping points yesterday and actually winning the game in the end. Okay, now. I was actually watching that game. Anyone that Premier League, Arsenal fan or Premier League fan in general, or West Brom or Southampton fan, I was watching that game. Offside. And even I knew he was onside before they checked. And when they checked, you could tell, you could see his feet were behind. His whole body was behind the last man. The defender was ahead of him by a mile, but their excuse was not to not overturn. It was, well, it's not. We can't tell from we've got one camera angle in the entire stadium. We don't have a camera each side. We have one camera, and because the man that was Cole Bartley, the man that was offside is blocking our view. Well, it actually isn't, because you can see the feet, but it's not going to go there. We can't overturn it. If that had come back and bit West Brom in the arse and they'd gone on to lose that, God forbid, that could have relegated. That could have properly sealed their fate. Whereas obviously they went on to win. It's sort of given themselves some hope. I don't think they'll stay up, but they've given them some hope. But imagine that coming into the season, they go down by literally a point or two. It turns out there's a point or two difference between where they are and where Hoover finishes 17th, 16th, respectively, etc. Fucking the anarchy, Jesus! I mean, Villa fucking survived with a dodgy VAR and fucking goal line technology decided not to work for the first time ever. It hasn't happened since. That's never happened before. Hasn't happened since. And we're all meant to think that's not. Everyone just forgets about it. Doesn't really talk about it. And we're all meant to think that's normal. That was just an accident. Nothing like they wanted to keep. Like the powers that be wanted certain teams to stay up. Can't have a former European champion in Aston Villa be relegated. Oh no, God forbid. Yeah, I just find it bizarre. Oh, bloody hell. Good save from Neuer there. Yeah, I just found it bizarre that literally no one really kicked off about it when they went in the last day of the season when they stayed up. That last minute Jack Grealish equaliser. Jack Grealish? But yeah, no one really kicked off the way we go back to when Sheffield United got relegated and West Ham stayed up and all that, and it all went off. I know it's different circumstances. That was more the certain personnel being at West Ham, this, that, and the other, third party part, this and all that crap. But still, bloody hell. I mean, literally, they were having Sheffield United fans and Sean Bean and this, that, and the other, all having fucking protests for the following weeks to come after the season had ended, hoping the FA would be pressured into back in bending the knee, basically. But an actual error, that's a proper error, that's led to teams surviving by a point in the end, has been overlooked and gone, okay, no problem. Whatever, yeah, cool. It is what it is. Oh well. Are you mad? That's effectively relegated you, and you're going, okay, no problem. Being on the championship. Okay, now. 5 minutes for 35 minutes in, by the way. Corner and easy. Easy peasy for Navas. To be honest, this game's been... There's been chances in the game, don't get me wrong, but it's not been to the same intensity of what it was last week. Both teams were going properly at it, toe to toe. But when chances would come in and play, they were being served up and taken with aplomb by both teams. This is just the complete opposite. Oh, yeah. Reverse pointing at his watch. He stops. I think he's given a free kick. Is there anything else going on? It can't be. Literally. To be fair, Boateng did win the ball, but he also did in using his arm. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he wins the ball. I don't think it's a foul. Yeah, it's I get where they're coming from now. Actually, he's now seen the replay. But Neymar Jr. and Angel Di Maria are standing over the ball, so let's see what they do from the left-hand side. Well, their left, anyway. Oh, dear. Oh, this is one down. This is why I need goals, so people can come in. There we go. And we're going to take it. Oh, my God. What the fuck was that? Oh, my God. Here we go, Neymar. The crossbar. Oh, my God. That's the closest we've come to a goal this evening. Neymar has just hit the crossbar after a poor initial free kick. He's retrieved the ball, got it back. Just got into the penalty area, had a curling shot, and it is just hit the literal frame of the crossbar and gone out. If that dipped a lot quicker than what it was doing. It's 4-2 and pretty much going tie over, really. I mean, attempts has just come up in total attempts for PSG 5, Bayern Munich 3, on target 3 for PSG, nothing for Bayern Munich. It's pretty much the same, sums the game up in that sense. Very scrappy though, in terms of the actual final third itself on both sides. And I know now, literally, people will watch this back and go, "Oh, I can hear that clock. Why didn't you turn it off?" Blame the game. Because if the game was more exciting, there was more goals and this, more to talk about, you wouldn't have to hear the clock. me go to silent for a few seconds here and there. Oh, and I got out of that one. There we go. So to do this PSG. Oh my God, what was that? You had an option literally right next to you, and Di Maria. And you try doing that outside of fucking boot curved fucking pass, basically. Was his interception there by me? We've got the ball back. Good evening, Taib. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. Crap on me today. Oh, is he going to go and check? Pass the fucking ball. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Could there be a chance here? Oh, Neymar. Oh, the post again. Neymar, seriously, bro. Fucking hell. PSG used to be out of sight now. Did a crossbar and now the post been hit in the last 2 minutes? They should be out of sight. And it's not just in the game itself, but the tie in general should be dead and buried. My God. But we just haven't got a clue. Had to get past, to get even stretch at this PSG defence. Oh, saying that. Oh, goal back. Here we go. Game on. Tie on. Out of nowhere, out of nothing. Bayern Munich have got a goal. It is 3-3 on the night. Choupo-Moting, former Stoke City striker, with the easiest goal in the world, goal you'll ever get, basically. they elbow an initial shot, then he comes in, and then Choupo-Moting comes in fighting for the follow-up and nods it in. Past the goalkeeper and Kimbappe. I'll come back. I just got to change the score line quickly, guys, and I'll come back to your questions in the chat. Bear with me. Still, even though it's 1-0, even though Bayern Munich have scored, it's 1-0. Still not enough for Bayern Munich. They have to now score another goal. They have to win by 2 clear goals to go through as it stands. They've got 1. As it stands, PSG still go through in the away goal rule. And as we see, PSG in the attack. Let's see what they do with this. Put this there. There we go. Onto it. Here we go. That's better. There we go. Let's go back into the chat. Dave, when do you reckon you'll see fans get to see fans again in the stadiums? What do you mean at full capacity or just coming in back in? Because obviously, I don't know if you heard today, officially Man City and Tottenham have been given 2,000 tickets each for their fan bases, respectively for the League Cup final next weekend, which I will not be covering on this channel because it's Tottenham, for fuck's sake. It means the cup final is a risk of them winning something, for fuck's sake. I'm not doing that. How to the fucking know? And obviously, and also at the NHS and other people will get, other charities are getting Mbappe again. And other charities are getting tickets given to them for to attend, basically. So that's 2,000 each. That's 4,000. So another 4,000 tickets are being shared between other charities and NHS staff, etc. But and then obviously come the final game of the season, of the Premier League season, we're gonna start seeing bigger crowds come into the respective stadiums for home fans anyway. So the last game, as it stands, the last game of the season is is at home to Brighton. So we will have fans in for that game, not full capacity. In terms of full capacity, depending on how the summer goes itself in general in the UK, but possibly we could start seeing the full capacity, say late August, early mid-September, if all things go well this summer and there's no hiccups like we had last time we came out of lockdown. It all depends, really. Worst case, I think worst case scenario, the season will start the way this season has been, behind closed doors, and say November, December time, if you're lucky. At worst case, but as it stands, we're not getting the worst case. We're getting the best case, and that'll be literally start the season, basically. Oh, who's that at the shot there? Elbow again from outside the box. Absolutely levered it, and Navas had to get across and get a fan to that. Otherwise, advantage goes into Bayern Munich's favour, and suddenly the fucking tires switched onto their side of things, and PSG have suddenly looked to bottle another fucking lead. Oh, go on. Well cleared. Let's got rid of it. Big up Mark, by the way, as well. Hope you're keeping well, Mark, in the chat. Oh dear. We all ready for Thursday? Our schooners out there. Oh dear. Let's have a look at the other game as well. Actually, yeah, that's going. Still 0-0 at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Porto. The 2-0 to Chelsea on aggregate. The words out. Who'd have thought Choupo-Moting, the fuck's sake, of all people, be playing for Bayern Munich? When you consider that only a few years ago he was playing for Stoke City, a relegated Stoke City. Mad. 2 minutes of injury time being added on. Wait for the same one, but it's to come up to it's 2. The fourth official put 2 up, so this will be interesting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Unlucky. Yes, 2 minutes. Mbappe's been deemed to be offside apparently, so Bayern Munich free kick. Do of ultimate intimacy. No, hell no. I'll leave that to the powers that be on another channel. Mark says in the chat, all depends on what team Arteta puts out. Yeah, that's what I said earlier, to be honest. Nervous as fuck. I'm still nervous as fuck. Until I see the lineups, it's going to be even worse. And depending on his actual lineup he goes for, starting lineup, it depends if the nerves calm down or accelerate in a negative way. For myself personally. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, is it got? They go take the lead in this. Oh, that's poor from Sane in the end. And a chance there to take a 2-0 lead into half time, 4-3 in aggregate, put the tie in their hands with 45 minutes to go. Obviously, the second half wise. And he's sort of bit of a tame shot at Navas, really. Oh dear. What's a drink? Half time, there you go. Bayern Munich winning on the night 1-0, 3-all aggregate, so technically, as it stands, PSG still go through, but the away goal rule. But yeah, suddenly that goal for Bayern Munich has made this time a bit more interesting, and the second half a lot more interesting, basically. Because up till then, it's just looked like a dead rubber, really. So, there we are. Arteta is clueless. It may be true that the squad do not want to play under him. I said this a few weeks ago. Not last week, not this week. Just gone for the weekend when we played Liverpool. Stan the man on with myself, Melvin, and the other guys, and he basically asked the question, "What do you think's gone wrong?" And I basically come out why everyone's straight away, and I just basically said, from what we're watching, there and then, and what we've seen in previous games, that he's lost the dressing room. That players don't want to play for him anymore. They don't believe in his ideology, his philosophy, what you want to call it, and they want a fresh pair of eyes and this, that, and the other. They want someone that knows what they're doing, etc., etc. To be honest, even Sunday against Sheffield United, even though we won 3-0, you expect to the thing is, if Arteta and Arsenal, they couldn't win on Sunday. They won comfortably or not, because even though how bad we are, Sheffield United are the worst, fucking awful this season, home or away. You're expected to win, no matter who you are, for fuck's sake, against Sheffield United, with all due respect. And even then, apart from Martinelli, there's times that first half and the first 10, 15 minutes of the second half where the negative traits were seeping in. It was like, oh, here we go. Are we getting out of this alive or not? But obviously, hats off to them, they did. Play some good football. All the goals were actually played, all due to some good football being played. I was so happy for Martinelli scored his goal as well. I mean, the pass for Lacazette's second goal, what's a pass on Partey? Turn, get the ball, turn it, and then as he's turned, boom, release the ball. But do it in such a way, it just sets him up perfectly. All he's got to do is just put it in the net. Cheddar's, big up Cheddar's in the chat. Big game for you guys tomorrow. Big game. He says he really wants PSG to win this. What, this game or the competition in general? I mean, to be honest, they've had, apart from that, the goal itself, but for Bayern Munich, there hasn't been another shot. There was no shots on target up to that point. That's their first attempt that got on target, basically. PSG, 5 minutes beforehand, in the 5 minutes build up to that goal, had hit the crossbar of Neymar, just hit the post, and 30 seconds later, the ball's in PSG's net. So, but PSG have had a few chances, have had their fair share of chances. Unlike last week, they just haven't finished their dinner this week. James says Liverpool have a habit of coming from behind. Yeah, I think even Klopp said this. I think I was watching the Sky Sports News this morning with Klopp's interview and all that press pre-game conference, whatever you called it. And basically, even he's saying, yeah, obviously we've got this history of nights, European nights at Anfield, blah 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 blah, and that being that sort of an advantage to us. But even he said he's admitted it's different this time because this time we haven't got fans there. We haven't got the actual atmosphere to put us through. We've got to do it ourselves. Basically, we have to find a way of getting back into the tie and getting back over the line and getting ourselves into that semi-final without the fans being there. As in literal there. It may sort of a spiritual thing, basically. Believe they're there, because they'll literally they'll be obviously, as it's Liverpool, fans will be in and around, live in and around the area of Anfield itself, where we're kicking every ball basically, even though they're watching it from their homes and all that. They'll be kicking every ball. Don't believe you me. Oh, that was the half-time score. It's still 0-0. Looks like Chelsea are through. Now we're playing fucking Madrid as it stands. Unless Liverpool make a massive comeback. The thing is, you never know. I don't think they will, but you never know, because I think you don't know that maybe that the win at the weekend maybe give a bit of a confidence boost going into tomorrow night's game, and sort of gone, oh, okay, we can win at Anfield, because that was the thing. They hadn't won at Anfield for 7 or 8 games in all competitions. That was mad for the Jurgen Klopp Liverpool team, basically. So that made it, maybe that win against Anfield against Aston Villa, against anyone, would have given a bit of a boost, maybe. We'll obviously find out tomorrow, but yeah. Big pressure on Klopp now because it's basically, this is what's keeping Liverpool's season alive, basically, in that sense, in terms of silverware wise. Just like the Europa League is for Arsenal at the moment. We go out on Thursday, that's it. Our season is fully 100% nothing to play for, fully now. Because domestically, it's been gone for months. The league, domestic wise for Arsenal. The only thing that's keeping us going so far is the European football. We have the situation is what it is. We have to win this competition. Even though I don't think we will, that's a scenario we've been put in. And Arteta, I hope he learns from last Thursday. He's now seen that their defence, in the sense of pace wise, haven't got pace to keep up with some of our attackers. Just go out and out fucking pack. Do not start winning it. If Willian starts, we may as well. If Willian starts in any position, we may as well just go home. For me, I mean, it needs to be Matty Ryan in goal, Chambers on the right back role, Holding or Mari, hopefully Mari, and Gabriel, and then Cedric on the left back role. The pivot of Partey and Xhaka. Never thought I'd say that. Pivot of that, and then in the attacking sense, if Saka's available, he's not injured. As it stands, it doesn't look like there's an injury there, so that's cool. Saka, Pepe on the left. In the sort of number 10 role, you want to call it, the creative midfield, the attacking midfielder's role, basically. If available, Smith Rowe, because I think Odegaard's still not available yet. They both have late fitness tests and all that before flying out tomorrow morning. Basically, if either of them fly out, if they both fly out, fantastic. Then we can play Odegaard and put Smith Rowe on the bench or alongside each other and have either Pep, West Saka or whatever. Work away behind it, basically. And up front, put Lacazette, because I don't trust Aubameyang at the moment, to be honest. Or if not Lacazette, Martinelli. Depends on. Just go at them. Have as much pace on the wing, on the left hand side, right hand side wings, in the actual setup as the number 10 role, fucking cam role, whatever you call it, and just have that fucking release of pure and utter pace. I mean, even Lacazette isn't blessed with pace as he is. He's lying down. So, if anything, I'll start Martinelli down the middle. As much pace as fucking possible. That's going to hurt. That's what's going to hurt him. Because they struggled. We saw fucking Lacazette won the ball. And he's not. To be honest, because of his age, he's not the fastest player we've got in the fucking world at Arsenal. And he just went vroom. And he ran clear. BT having a nightmare their end, as per usual. But yeah, just go for it. Go for the fucking throat, for fuck's sake. There's a weakness, use it. As I said, if he starts winning and we're fucking done with, we may as well just not bother. This bad boy will be getting fucking tortured all evening. The old stress ball. Literally, BT of the night. They're talking. They hear the audio, but they've literally cut. The footage is frozen. Oh my days, what's going on? There goes number 20. But there you go, sorted it now. Don't know what went on there. Right. Chelsea's honeymoon period came at the right time. Yeah. To be honest, they're still sort of hanging on to that, really. There's just about hanging on to that, because even though defensively they are looking a bit more sharp, as I say, but attacking sense, the attacking side of their game, they haven't really improved on, because they're still not scoring. They're still not scoring more goals than what they were under Lampard, if I'm being brutally honest. But defensively, yeah, that's what's getting Chelsea over the line. Defensively, that's what's getting them the results in the end, because they're nicking a goal every now and then and getting over the line. Apart from West Brom, obviously. Well done, West Brom. 6 points out of 6. Who would have thought that? Bloody hell. Sometimes I wonder what Arteta learnt under Pep. I don't know. Chelsea top goal scorer Jorginho. Bloody hell. And he's already pulled up trees. This season. Most of them have got to be pens as well. So that makes it even worse. When you look at the talent they've got at their disposal, they've got Ziyech, Kai Havertz, Werner, Olivier Giroud coming into but he's still contributing to the attack when he has been playing this season. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, etc. There's so much. And it's just Jorginho is a fucking top goal scorer, for fuck's sake. You couldn't make it up. Oh dear. Bear with me, I've got my phone 1 second. I'm sitting here. Oh dear. Bloody hell. Excuse me. Oh, you 2 likes. Come on, guys. Smash them likes up, guys. Come on. Do better than that. Back again. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's smash them likes up. I got 2 likes so far. Yeah, and also do share the content as well for the second half as we get ready for that to kick off. You still there? Who's still in the chat, by the way? Mark, Taib, Cheddars, Brownie, watch me on TV, I believe. Even though YouTube's glitch is still kicking in full force, and you've all liked it and gone, he's gone, fuck you, from under my feet. Which, to be honest, wouldn't surprise me in one sense. Here we go. Here we go. Let's come back out to Pots, which is a bit random. Who's Liverpool's top goal scorer, actually? If you're still there, Cheddars. I'd like to know that. That's just out of interest. So I think that Venus. Might be Mane. I think Salah maybe. I don't know. It'd be maybe Jota. I was like Salah or Jota. I might be probably wrong on both, but still. Here we go. Come on, let's wait. Let's get the second half underway. This final 45 minutes, possibly, maybe extra time. If obviously Bayern Munich went on to win 3-1 in the 90 minutes, which I don't think will happen. But still, it is 1-0 on the night. 3-1 aggregate. PSG are going through the away goal as we speak, and we're underway. The second half. Surely PSG ain't going to do it again. Can't bot it again, surely. Swear to God. Slightly way Bayern Munich going from, by the way. The words out today. Oh, unlucky. The tracks are coming away the ball. And Neymar to pass it. What is Neymar? Neymar's a very greedy player. All the talent he has, he supposedly has, he is massively greedy. Hogs ball way too long. Oh, fucking, this is a question. Jesus Christ. Right, name me one of the worst footballers you have ever seen. Okay, now that's got. Oh my God, there's a list. That's something. Give me a couple minutes to think about that one. There's quite a few. Worst footballer I've ever seen. Jeez. There's quite a few, because of my age, I've seen quite a bit of poor footballers, basically, domestically and on the European and world stage. Bobby's going to attack Sane down the right. Oh, you fucked it. No, back down the bar. Oh my god. Almost 2-0. Some poor defending and goal. Literally, no, that's just getting nowhere near that. That's on target. Jesus Christ. Yeah, in terms of worst football I've ever seen, right. Okay, now. Oh, I'm trying to think who it was now. Oh. There's quite a few, like, for example, there's a striker from Middlesbrough years up. I'm trying to think now. 17, 18 years ago now in the Premier League. Maybe a bit longer than that. 18, 19 years at a push. He was at Middlesbrough, called Massimo Macaroni. Came to Middlesbrough, this massive reputation, being a prolific striker, this, that, and the other. It was absolutely. He was a poor. That's one, for example. Massimo Macaroni. He did go on to leave Middlesbrough and actually then revive his career elsewhere. So maybe it's just a Middlesbrough thing or Premier League thing. The Premier League itself was just too much for him as a player. PSG, my days. Oh, go on. Neymar again. What a dick. I'm trying to think. One side, actually, no. Just slightly divert away from your question there about Massimo Macaroni. Well, whichever the worst player, and I mentioned him. One sign that never really made sense for me was Thomas Gravesen leaving Everton to Real Madrid. And I mean the Real Madrid of Zinedine Zidane, Luis Figo, David Beckham, Di Ronaldo, etc. And they just, out of nowhere, in 2000, I'm trying to think now, what year it was. It was just out of nowhere, they signed him. And to be fair, Everton weren't, in the time that they signed him, in the age of, I'm trying to think now, 2003? 2003, 2004, and that sort of time, maybe a bit later, weren't really the team that you see nowadays trying to push the European spots and be a domestic force once again, etc. They had one, apart from 04-05 when they finished fourth in the league, all the other seasons, up till then, they were literally mid-table or threatening to be relegated, basically. And yeah, it just out of nowhere, Real Madrid came in and it made no sense. I mean, he was a regular, don't get me wrong, Madrid. But even then, he just didn't fit the ethos and the style of what that Madrid team was and what they were going for at that time. He wasn't a Galactico like the Beckhams, like the Ronaldos, like the Figos, like basically everyone in that fucking team. Oh, Gravesen was a tough. You don't get me wrong, but it just didn't make no sense coming from the club that he came from, going from Everton to Real Madrid. That wasn't heard of, and he hadn't really pulled up trees in that sense. He was a good player. Don't get me wrong. He just from Real Madrid level to come in, like really. Other Premier League, other players in general, worst players. I'm trying to think now. What's his? Here we go. Right, here we go. Casey Keller is, even though he's a goalkeeper, he was fucking awful. Maybe if he played for that lot down the road, but yeah, he didn't cut the mustard. Again, another player come to Premier League and didn't really cut the mustard. That's a whole compared to when he went back to the States and near the end of his career and sort of salvaged something out of nothing. But yeah, come to Premier League again, too much room. Played for a mediocre team in like Tottenham, and never really kicked on. Never really called up many trees. Try to force himself away from Tottenham. I'll try to think now. So Robbie Savage was another one. He was, oh my days. Literally no skill or talent. It was just that. Oh, now you're at school and you used to play knockabout basically with your mates and all that. He'd be like one person and just get the ball, no talent whatsoever, and just it was just there basically just to make up the numbers. That was Robbie Savage for his whole career, just making up the numbers. Steve Dunn as well, who's played Blackburn, Birmingham City, and all that. Massively over. Oh, Neymar again. How many more times has he got to be given as he put one in the net tonight? Di Maria did everything there on the plate. Put it on the plate for him. All he had to do is get a touch, literally studs to it. That's there, back in there. Put the tie back in their favour. I'm trying to think. All right, go back to this. Trying to think. There's some World Cup players coming to mind, but literally the names are escaping me at the moment. I can't remember his name now. I mean, Choupo-Moting tonight. I never rated him. Again, like I said earlier, how the hell is that? Well, was that PSG now at Bayern Munich when he was a part of a team in the Premier League that got relegated literally 3-4 years ago, and now he's playing Champions League football, and as it stands for the European champions as well. It's mad. Jonathan Woodgate at Real Madrid never worked out. Good defender in Premier League, but they literally left to go to the white side of Madrid, and again, as soon as he left his career as a player just went downhill. Constantly fucking injured. Didn't make his debut for Real Madrid until a year and a half later. Then literally scored an own goal, got booked, then sent off. It just couldn't get any worse for him, basically. And then, ironically, literally, once all that, got injured again. His career just got plagued by it, and then ever since then, it was always plagued by injury after injury after injury. Darren Anderton's another one. Not just he's in, but player played by injury. He was just fucking awful, in my opinion. Didn't offer really nothing. Oh, who's that? Oh, goalkeeper for Man United as well. Tahibi. Was it Tahibi pronounced? Got basically one. I think it's like the first goalkeeper that Man United signed after Peter Schmeichel had left them in '99. I think he was the one that was brought in to replace him, basically, initially. And again, massive reputation over in Italy, hence why they went and spent the money on him. Might be the next best thing as well. And because of his age, there's a bit of longevity there as well. Played one game, never played again. The P roller against Southampton at Old Trafford with Cheers with the shot. It was a literal P roller, and it just went. He's like through his arms, under his legs, and in. He never saw him again, and then they unearthed Fabien Barthez from France, and took a few years, and then he showed his colours to how good he really was as a goalkeeper. fucking Man United did suffer actually with poor goalkeepers until they signed Van der Sar. Between Peter Schmeichel leaving in '99, the summer of '99, until they brought in Van der Sar in the mid noughties, they fucking struggled to find a decent goalkeeper to replace him. Yeah, Brandon, where do you want to start with Cardiff players? Oh, who's got injured here for PSG? We've got a defender. I think it's a defender, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that was something. That Taibbi. I think it's pronounced Taibbi. Might be wrong, but now I've described the reason why he never worked out that Man United and all that, and the horror goal he conceded. You'll know what I'm on about now. If I think who else. I don't think. Oh, in terms of Arsenal, he's got either Stefanos, absolutely useless defender. Again, never understand why we signed him. Oleg Luzny. He was a squad player, but he wasn't really. It was just good enough to get us by, just because of the players we had in and around us. It was just there. And it was no coincidence. Literally, his contract was up. That was in 2003. He left us. Oleg Luzny went to Wolves. They were just coming up, by the way, and they got relegated. And he never played. One sec. I'll come to you about one sec. Bernie saying in the chat, I'll tell you something. One of the worst loan players I've ever seen at Cardiff was Wilfred Zaha. And I've seen Cardiff in all 4 divisions. Jesus Christ. When was that? Was that when they... Oh, that was in Oddy. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. When Oddy came in back in that January window, and he basically went to Man United and went, help me. And they gave him Wilfred. Oh, dear. He was homesick. I say homesick. He was just missing David Moyes' daughter. Apparently, if you believe what Patrice Evra says, and all the other rumours, allegedly. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, but the comment says basically PSG versus Bayern is a great game so far in this tournament. In terms of goals and a bit of the excitement, yeah, but I get what you're saying. As a tie, yeah, but this particular match hasn't lived up to last week's, trust me. But still, as a whole, as a tie, yeah, no doubt about it. You know, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel, by the way, because I'll be doing Champions League watch-alongs tomorrow as well for Madrid, Liverpool, and Man City, Dortmund. The Man City, Dortmund being their main event, because it has something to fight for. Basically, a bit more excitement there compared to Liverpool being already basically needing a miracle. But obviously, we'll be keeping an eye on Liverpool, Real Madrid tomorrow. But the main event will be Dortmund versus City, just because the scorelines will get closer, and Dortmund have the away goal. And all they have to do is score a goal and hope for a clean and try and get a clean sheet. So there's a potential there, especially when you see in recent years where the teams that have knocked out Man City since Pep's come in. It's always when you least expect it with Pep and Man City. You think they're going to go, oh, this is an easy time for me, I'm going to go through, and then boom, out you go. Even on one-off game against fucking Lyon, they couldn't get through that in one game. Oh, PSG are fucking living on the edge here. as long as this goes on, Bayern Munich are actually going into more confidence and actually going at PSG's defence there. I think it's only a matter of time for the next goal goes in. It could be Bayern Munich, and if that's the case, if Bayern Munich get the next goal, I'm going to say it now, if Bayern Munich get the next goal, PSG will just flounder and go, that's it, and give up. Phil Jones, that's another one, yeah. Phil Jones, Chris Smalling. Who was that fucking left back Man United signed in basically Ferguson's last summer window? Bought from Holland. Oh, but I can't remember his name now. I can't remember his surname. His first name, sorry. Battersville or something. It was something weird, and then Van Haalweg basically came and went, no, pass it off, go away. And again, he was a young up-and-coming left-back, highly regarded. Oh, what's on there? Foul by Chukwuemeka by the looks of it. And yeah, highly regarded up-and-coming left-back. Part of the last title-winning team, obviously, played quite a few games, actually, for Man United in that season. We've considered had Patrice Evra and all that. So he got Premier League winners medal. Literally Van Gaal came in. no, not Van Gaal. David Moyes continued not doing playing regularly, but had him in his squad and all that. And then Van Gaal came in and went, no, don't want you, don't like you, go away. And bought Rojo. And then got converted into a right back. Not right back, a centre back, sorry. Over his time at Man United. Rojo's another one that never worked out, did it? Again, all the hype in the world that this guy was given. And to be honest, I'd never even heard of him when he got brought in. All the hype, I mean, bloody hell. You would have thought he was the next fucking... the next coming, basically, and he fucking just... Again... Did it flat out anything to deceive? It was just like, yeah, that's another fucking run-of-the-mill defender that can't cut in the Premier League. And I think he's gone back to Boca Juniors now, or something like that. South America somewhere. Window's just gone. Oh, I don't think now. Oh. Yeah, thank you. Because they're mentioning Phil Jones. Thank you, did say in the chat. Phil Jones hasn't lived up to the hype yet. But how long has he been there? And as he said, he keeps getting his contract extended. 2023 now, bloody hell. But yeah, Chris Smalling is doing. Even what I'll put him in that list of worst players I've seen in football, not just Arsenal, but in football in general. He got loaned out to Roma. He pulled up trees. He's back and getting rave reviews over there. They fucking love him to the point they wanted to sign him. I think, is he down loan again, or they actually fully signed him now? And I think they've loaned him back out, haven't they? And I think last summer, I think so. I can't remember now. Yeah, he can't get a chance. He couldn't get a chance at under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but fucking Phil Jones can when called upon. And gets contract extensions handed to him on a plate. Oh dear. I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm actually having going through names down my head. There's going to be I finish the stream and literally loads of pop in my head and be like, oh, that's to enter a fucking podcast then, basically. Because of that. I'm trying to think. One, not worst player. Not the worst player, because Patrick Kluivert was actually a world-class player. He was actually a fantastic player, just He's moved to Newcastle, didn't work out for whatever reason. Don't know why. He just didn't. It's a shame because he was a world class player. Everywhere else he went, he fucking thrived. We talk about overhyped players, other overhyped players. Julian Draxler's never really lived up to the hype either, has he, Draxler? He's now at a point in his career where he's now happy to be a squad player. Someone has just now been booked, or he's now got to be careful. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, take it down. Oh, dear. Oh. Who's that Liverpool? Oh, I should have just going to check. You might be able to help me out if you're still there. Who was that striker you guys signed? He's at Celta Vigo now. Is it Celta Vigo now? I think he was playing at Celta Vigo recently. I don't know if he's still there now. Absolutely pants. Outside of La Liga. Fucking dog awful. I'm trying to think. Ball in. Coming out. Why didn't that come out for that now? Sort of half-hearted, he comes out for the ball there. The ball can't get nodded back towards. He goes, no, going back. I'm fine. Oh yeah, Sylvester. Oh my god, don't get me started on Sylvester and Santos. Nelson Vivas, Iskov, Mendes, Scalacci. Jesus Christ, Volts. Oh yeah, Volts that went off to Fulham. That's a bit of a cult hero apparently at Fulham. Actually loved him down there. But yeah, for Arsenal just now. Never cut it at Arsenal, obviously. Diarra. Literally Diarra lost his 6 months and he fucked off to Pompey. He's like, no. Went from Chelsea to Arsenal in 07-08. Got given the number eight at Arsenal. When he signed for us. And literally the following transfer window, because he wasn't getting first team football, regular, or any football at all, basically, for whatever reason. That's it. I want to go to Portsmouth. Went to Portsmouth, did a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Then fucked off to Madrid. And I think he's back. I think he's either retired now, or he was back in France last time. After Madrid went to PSG, then I think he went somewhere else in France as well since. But now, like Aspas, that's the one. I think, if I'm correct, he spent quite a bit on him as well. And he's again just. I mean, to be fair, you did have fucking Fernando Torres ahead of him at the time. If you're getting ahead of Fernando Torres, then he should be fucking the dog's bollocks. But obviously he wasn't. He got given a chance here and there, but it just never got going really because of that. I mean, what was it? The other Tottenham's striker now back in La Liga. I think he's at Granada now as well. So now I can't pronounce the name now, but it's in my head. I've got the fucking images of the prick in my head as well. Salnado or whatever, how he pronounced it. What's the difference, Sam, to be honest? Neither of them worked out, Arsenal, let's be honest. Oh, I'm trying to think. That's I'm saying something. Literally, about this game, I was literally trying to think of the worst plays I've ever watched or seen or witnessed. Moise King's about to come on by the way for Draxler. That's going to be interesting. That's it, 13-14. Oh, okay. Why did I think it was under Notorious is there? That's someone else. You did buy a backup striker to Torres, but never got back. It was crap anyway. But yeah, to be fair to Espas, then even then, Suarez and Sturridge, both players in the form of their lives at Liverpool that season as well. So really, didn't have a chance at all, really, did he? Oh dear. Vesterveld, I couldn't stand him. The former Liverpool goalkeeper. He was awful compared to what you had then. Where you had actually Dudek come in and all that. Even fucking Gila Hudier lost patience with the fucker. Just couldn't stand him in the end, and that's why he brought in actually Dudek and Chris Kirkland in the same window on the same day in 2002, I think it was, 0102 season. Ingog, that's it, Ingog. So everyone scored against Arsenal for fuck's sake at that time, in that time frame. Everyone and their mum scored against Arsenal for fuck's sake. Was it exactly hard? He made it easy for everyone. Who's that fucking guy for Bolton? Pedersen that used it at Bolton always loved playing against us and scoring against us, home or away, especially at the Reebok or what is now, I don't know, the Bolton University Stadium, whatever it's called now. He was just one of them players. He just knew he was going to score. Ricardo Gardner for Bolton as well. He was another one that later on had a little blip of scoring against Arsenal. If we played him home or away. Oh dear. Exactly. Not exactly hard. That says it all about Arsenal at that time frame. Oh dear. So it wasn't really an achievement to score against Arsenal, but in that time, because we just handed it to everyone. Oh dear. Mark in the chat saying, Sam, we have plenty of crap players now. Yeah. Mark Poon, oh my god, we signed him from one season. What from Sunday? It was from. We signed him from Watford or Sunday, something like that, for one season. He then retired and became a goalkeeping coach for a year or two. I can remember literally coming back the following season, like that summer after that one season, he retired, and seeing him. No, he went to Watford. Sorry, for the next season, and then retired. So I remember coming to the Emirates Cup that summer after he retired, and there he was as our goalkeeper. I was, what is it? What the fuck is going on? He didn't last long, obviously. Might explain the form of our goalkeepers back then: Fabianski, Alamunia, and later on Chesney. So now it's all going downhill from there. But especially when in that season he came to us. What was it? Lehman. I think now was it Lehman's still there? Was this Lehman's last? Was it Lehman's last season that he came, or the following season? One of the two. So it was either Lehman, Almunia, then him, or Almunia, Fabianski, and Poom. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Either way, depressing. Yeah, he didn't even play a game, did he, at first? I don't think. I can't remember now. No, tell me, he might have. I think he might have played the last game of the season against Pompey away. Oh, Mike's team's been let loose. Here we go. See what he does here. Coming in from the left. Oh my days. Oh my god. We've got 13 minutes to go plus injury time. As it stands, PSG are going through on the away goal rule. One goal for Bayern Munich changes everything. Okay, now. And to be honest, PSG have had chances to kill this not just a game, to tie completely off tonight. Neymar, 3 of them. He's at the crossbar, he's at the post, and he's put it wide. Oh, and he missed a fucking open goal, basically. Days. Oh, here we go. Is he onside? Is he on? This will be interesting. Mbappe. Goal going in there. It's goal, but will it be offside? VAR will check this. He's gone offside, mate. He's now stopped, but VAR are going to check. They have to check, obviously. Oh, he's way offside. Maybe. Yeah, he's off. They've given it offside. Oh, dear. Other players that didn't really cut the mustard, in my opinion, I've seen over the years, and I've seen it again quite a lot. Sam, you might know this. Who's that player for Newcastle? Oh, yeah. Oh, basically, he's famous for basically scoring a goal at St James's Park for Newcastle, and in celebrations, just kicking that shit at the advertising boards, throwing his boots off and everything. Because he wasn't happy. Something to do with the media, the local media or something like that, or I don't know. It was something ridiculous. Basically, he just wasn't happy in general at that time frame. He's scoring out of frustration. He's kicking the crap out of the fucking advertising boards. And this is before. This is back when it was cardboard advertisements. It was like, it wasn't all these electric advertising boards you see nowadays. Manager in Cyprus now, is he? Kamadasa one, yeah. Yeah. Cheddars have got it in chat. Big up Cheddars. That's the guy all about. Yeah, I'm not okay. No, I'll try and pronounce his name, but yeah, literally, as Poch Mad, I can literally see him now kicking that crap out. And it was like, or one other, what? Because it's 2 adverts near Mars and something. It was one advertising Mars bars, and the other was advertising. I think now. It might have been Carling or something like that, because obviously Carling would have sponsored the Premier League back then. So it might have been that, but he was just literally booting the shit out of it, and literally then took his boots off, threw him into the crowd, like threw him on the floor, like, no, I've had enough, I'm walking off. He was another one of them. Never really picked up. This is it all. You're famous for kicking the crap out of advertising balls after scoring a goal. Theme kick by Munich. See what you do with this. No, nothing dusky there. Oh, take it your own fucking goal, your own player. No, that's why, don't you? Okay, how PSG got a free kick when it's the goalkeeper that took his own player out there? Am I missing something? Yeah, literally. Neves takes out his midfield, his own player, and they get a free kick. When does it literally go up? What the fuck? Oh dear. Try to think. What was that one? What was that? This? Oh, well, that's Northern Ireland women. Apparently, Northern Ireland women reached their first major tournament as 4-1 aggregate win over Ukraine, qualified them for Euro 2022. Fair play. That's how it's spelled there. That's how it's spelled. I knew he was on a battery. That's why. Yeah. Trying to think. Who else now? There's so many. It's all about remembering. Man, how the hell is it not 2-0 by Munich with 8 minutes to go? I don't know. I've just got this sneaky little feeling PSG are going to bottle this. They've been poor. They haven't took their chances, and defensively they've been all over the place whenever Bayern Munich have attacked, especially in the second half. That goal, when I say they're worried about it, up to since Bayern Munich scored, Bayern Munich been more threatening and obviously gone for it a bit more compared to when it's at 0-0. I would say that Moss. Oh, Moss King, you held up. What you doing, man? Like that. Oh, Demir. Oh, he's offside. Neymar, don't even try, you idiot. Yeah, just got a sneaky feeling they're going to bottle this. Because ever since it's gone 1-0, Bayern Munich have had the bulk of the chances. They've gone for it a bit more. PSG have sort of sat back a bit. Gone to counter-attack a bit here and there. Had their chance here and there, but nothing to really sing home about apart from the goal. It was offside. Oh, dear. Who else? I'm trying to think else now. I'm trying to think. Another one that really worked out, the Arsenal related, Traore. Never really worked out at Arsenal as a left back. And he was the second. Oh. Fucking hell, pitch. Oh, here we go again. Bayern Munich got the ball back. In the box again. Here we go. Look at bottom there. Here we go. Corner. It's got to be a corner. Yeah. Navas going for the ball. I was like, what the fuck? Mate, fucking PSG. No way can PSG bottle this. It's still nil. Chelsea are basically through. It's 0-0 tonight. 2-0 and I'll get there through. Choupo-Moting has been subbed off while as before the corner comes on, and Javi Martinez has been brought on. Okay. Not like for like at all. A more defensive signing, but defensive sub, sorry. Minus sub. So Muno will now play the striker role basically. But he's a centre forward, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, Kimmich with the ball in. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Ooh. 5 minutes plus injury time to go, guys. Lucky not much longer. This, as I said earlier in the night, we will be back tomorrow for tomorrow night's Champions League games. The main game we're covering will be Man City or Dortmund versus Man City. Sorry, but also keeping an close eye on Liverpool versus Real Madrid as well. Well, here we go. This is going to be it. Ooh. Oh my God, literally PSG, man. Sort yourselves out. Every time they got the ball, it's pointing about Bayern Munich to play here. I'm telling you, there's going to be another goal. If there's another goal, it's Bayern Munich's goal. Oh my days. I know he left Newcastle, went to Wolves, then went to play Scotland somewhere. Sounds a bit right. And Wolves would be in Division 1 back then as well. They weren't a Premier League club until they didn't play in the Premier League until the 03-04 season. He got the first team in Cyprus to the Champions League It's an insane achievement. We used to lose to teams with their lines. Oh, that's fair enough. That's cool. Maybe he's a better manager than. He's one of them players that weren't all that as a player, but actually manager-wise or coach is miles better. Oh dear. Oh. He's got to be onside. He's got the ball coming. He's onside. Yep, but plays going. Getting forced into the centre. He put it to Kimmich. Oh, bloody hell. Ball goes in. Again, they're doing these balls into the box, hoping Lewandowski's going to appear out of nowhere. Mate, he's in Germany. Fucking hell. I think it's safe to say Madrid will be in the final. With Chelsea being going through by the looks of it, it's going to be Real Madrid in the final then. Unless Liverpool turn around a miracle tomorrow, basically. Basically, whoever wins tomorrow's game between Madrid and Liverpool goes through that will be in a final. Because I don't think Chelsea that'd be a step too far for them. Andre Herrera's back to come on for Di Maria now. So literally, Pochettino's now is literally putting players on to secure the away goal advantage, basically. Make sure they don't bottle that. Couple more minutes. Come on, let's see what injury time. I say probably 4 minutes injury time as well. So 2 minutes plus injury time. So another 6 minutes of this for Bayern Munich to nick this or go out. It's very interesting. Fucking backlash. If PSG bottle this, backlash they'll face though. Not just from their local person, but in Europe in general. Oh, here we go. I didn't fall to him properly. So again. Oh my god, just give it away. You have to take him out, mate. Oh, here we go. Well done, Neuer. The sweep at the old Neuer we've come accustomed to over the last decade. Sweeper keeper role came flying out and saved, stopped Neymar from being through on goal there. Now PSG has to take it off phone. I bet they're taking the time to get to the. Oh my god, he's taking the piss, surely. Oh dear, it's a fucking ball, mate. Come on, a few seconds to find out the injury time. Good tackle. No, apparently not. Has been booked. Okay, well, I thought you got the ball, but okay. $4 minutes. I called it. 4 minutes left, boys and girls, of injury time. Oh dear. Sane going down the wing, crosses it in. Oh, Coleman didn't fall to that person. Mate, they've missed Lewandowski a lot, especially this evening. The ball to put into the box, and especially in that moment, you've got to be there. Boom, boom. They've missed him massively. You can, again, as I said, you can tell the amount of times they just hoofed the ball into the box, thinking he's there. Oh dear. Don't forget, if you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button as well. I mean, with the current glitch in place, it doesn't make one bit of difference, but still needed. Oh, Neymar. Oh, there you go. Good tackle from Hernandez. Corner PSG. Not be Neymar's night tonight. But literally, I was going to say now, but yeah, with the glitch, even though the glitch is still in place, hasn't been fixed or anything and rectified, etc. do smash that like button anyway. Do what needs to be basically and help me out somewhat or another for a bit at least until YouTube come along and take it away. Well, the glitch apparently. The so-called glitch that's been going for 48 hours plus and you still ain't fixed it. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. Thanks again, YouTube, for that one. Need that like a hole in the head. Because this is what I'm saying earlier. They're saying about rectifying the glitch and like fixing the glitch and rectifying everything. But how you rectifying it, you actually. Well, Porto scored. Porto have scored in the last minute, basically. So it's going to be two. They're going to go through one goal, basically. And the media is going to make a big deal out of that. Good goalkeeping there from Navas there. Yeah, Porto just scored. Yeah, so how long's left in that, by the way? Mark, you know. Got to be about the same time as this, isn't it? About 2-3 minutes, I say. If that. So, of course, Chelsea got the extra goal, the extra away goal, basically. And there's going to be 2-1 they go through on now. You're going to see fucking UK media-wise, we're going to see literally just, oh, look at how important that away goal turned out to be. Let's suck Chelsea off a bit more. And all that crap. Seconds to go here, by the way. Literally seconds. Navas is now literally just time wasting. Literally. Last minute. Oh, not. So it's just a continuation. Yeah, fair enough. Let's show us a meltdown in the last 30 seconds, basically. Okay, now. Literally, the ball is not in the right part of the pitch for 5 minutes. They need to hoof this ball up that pitch. Even though that's for the right player. And there we go. Who's got this? Whistle's going to have to go, surely. Right, throw in. Oh, there we go. That's got to be a free kick. And full time. Bayern Munich are out. The defending champions have been knocked out by the runners-up of last season. PSG are in the semi-finals of the Champions League, along with Chelsea. They're both find that they're going to find out their respective opponents tomorrow, obviously, in Madrid, Liverpool, or Dortmund, Man City. But the main thing is PSG are through. So you could have a potential PSG that if Man City go through tomorrow, the country run the clubs that are run by countries respectively up against each other for a spot in the Champions League final. So that's going to be interesting if that happens. Oh God, give me strength. Oh my days! And obviously Chelsea versus Madrid or Liverpool. Even if Liverpool come back, all English affair, guaranteed English team in the final, or literally Madrid versus Chelsea. One set, sorry. Sending that over. Cool. So yeah, Poch is actually ecstatic. Neymar, he's bounced out the walls in one sense, rightly so, but he's missed some sitters tonight. I'm sorry, it's not been his night for him. And they could have them chances he's missed: the crossbar, the post, the open goal, and the other opportunities they had. That could have come back and bit him in the arse tonight, and his team. Oh, well, there you go then. That's that. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, whatever. Alright, Porto finished, I believe. Yep, oh, it's still going. According to this. Got to be over, surely. Have a look. Same live, so it's got to be over though. Yeah, just finished. It was in Sevilla as well. Why is both games in Sevilla? That's weird. Both legs are the same. There's no fighters at all, really. They may as well just played the one game. Yeah, Chelsea are through. This could be interesting. Depending on who their opponent is next for the semi-final. So depending on what happens on Thursday, Chelsea could be the last team standing in England. Along with Man United. In London, then. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Possibly Qatar versus Abu Dhabi money in a semi-final for a spot in the final. That'll be interesting. Obviously, we're covering that game with that, or covering both semi-finals anyway. So that would be interesting. Like in UEFA Cup, thank God for that. We've covered ourselves. Can't have both of them in the final. We've got these. If it's one of them, fair enough, but not both. And I think, you know what, City, no matter who gets through out of City and Dortmund tomorrow, the semi-finals will be very interesting, going by the two legs we've seen over the base of the last week with PSG. Jekyll and Hyde, like last week, they were all out guns ho, fucking kill the game, like taking their chances, this, that, and the other, and then you get the complete opposite tonight, where it's just literally just protecting what they had, basically. Had a few opportunities, but didn't go in, so they just try to protect what they had, basically. But yeah, with that, PSG are through. Bayern Munich, the defending champions, are out. And if you said that at the start of the season that Bayern Munich would not be in the final, you'd have been put in a fucking loony bin, basically. Because I think everyone in we've had on this channel and other channels, every football fan, neutral or Munich fan itself, we all thought it could be a final of Bayern Munich versus one of the others, because of how not only how they won the Champions League last season in the end, last summer, but how they started this campaign and got about their business. But they're one defeat, and that's it for them. It's like, okay, now, but it is what it is. And with that, boys and girls, we're going to go. We're going to leave it there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Same time as, well, hopefully a bit earlier than today, a few minutes earlier, if I can, for Dortmund versus Man City, and obviously Liverpool versus Dortmund Madrid. If you're new to the channel, you've liked this sort of stream and the other streams we've done and all that jazz, smash the subscribe button. Do hit the like button as well. Makes no point, but I've still got to say it anyway, because the reason I say it's no point because of the grits, but all that jazz crap. But subscribe, like, and do share the content around and share the channel around. And yeah, we're back tomorrow for that. And then Arsenal content-wise, we're doing the watch-along on Thursday. Going live around 20 past, 7:30 Thursday, going through the lineups, me and the guys as usual. Then doing the podcast on Friday. Saturday, doing the FA Cup watch-along for City versus Chelsea. And then Sunday, doing the Fulham versus Arsenal watch-along. And trying to try in between the two watch-alongs I just mentioned, I'm going to try and fit in a preview as well. And then the review for Arsenal versus Fulham will be on a Sunday evening as well, at around 7:30 Sunday evening, because of the early kickoff, so I can do the review plus player ratings on the Sunday evening. It's the same day as well, so that'll be cool. Give you whatever result, whatever, sink in, this, that, and the other. And we go from there. And until then, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. As always, up the Arsenal.